Hello, Jack Olmsted, Port Townsend Pickleball. I'm coming to you from Santa Rosa, California. As you can see, the clock behind me, it's 5:23:24 in the morning. Can't sleep? So I'm going to make this video. I had this idea that it would be kind of cool to show off the keyboard shortcuts that will advance and pause videos on YouTube for instructional purposes, pickleball. So a couple of weeks ago, I did a little test video in Port Townsend at the Mountain View pickleball courts to test a pole that I put a video camera on to give it height. And I thought it came out pretty good. 7 minutes. It actually can record 2 courts at the same time. The camera, which is this little camera right here, I bought it, I don't know, 7, 8 years ago. It was one of those pocket cameras. It's a Vadu HD, so it does HD video. And the clarity is pretty good for 2 courts. So this is what I have in mind here. I'm going to share my screen. And this is an article that I found on the 30+ keyboard shortcuts on Gadget hacks. This is a YouTube video if you are interested in watching. It's 2 minutes. It just kind of gives you the very basics. But here's a little guide. You can, it's an infographic. You can download it and print it out if you must. It's pretty self-explanatory. Shows you how to stop and start using the space bar and all the other keyboard shortcuts for for controlling your YouTube video. So that's Gadget hacks, and this right here is a page that showcases the shortcuts as well. I don't know when this page was put up, but the Gadget hacks, it was put up on April 16th, 2015. So this has been known, or keyboard shortcuts on YouTube have been known for a couple of years. So this isn't anything new, but it was new to me when it was brought to my attention. So we're going to get out of that. We're going to get out of this. Here is the video, and here's a short little plug for the Port Townsend Pickleball Facebook page. Check us out, like us, follow us, and comments. We'd love to hear what you have to say and show us what you're doing in the pickleball world, or what you are doing in the world of pickleball. So here's the video that I was talking about. I'll post a link below to the articles regarding the keyboard shortcuts, as well as pictures of how I placed the video camera on a pole. Actually, as I remember, it was a paint roller pole that you can extend out about 12 feet. So we're about 12 feet in the air with that little camera. So using those shortcuts, the keyboard shortcuts, here I can stop the video and start the video. So you can see how totally cool it is. This is Daryl over here, and that's Mary on the far side, and this is Annie. And what got me thinking about this is when Annie and I bought pairs together, because we have kind of a buying group in our pickleball group. When we were at the Port Townsend Co-op, she said, what would you suggest that I do to help improve my game? And I said, videotape yourself and watch it back. And then you can see what you're doing so that you can improve. And so when I took a look at this video, it was like, oh, there's Annie over here on the side, and here's Mary and Daryl. I would have to say Mary is a better player than Annie. So you got, say, a student, and you got a teacher. Mary does teach classes in pickleball in Port Townsend. So I was going to kind of compare and contrast the different styles and give you my 2 cents on what I see as good strokes and not so good strokes. So Daryl is now serving to Mary. Mary is sitting back. You can see how low Mary gets when she hits the ball. There I am in that black t-shirt. Daryl here. Daryl is interesting because he has a bone spur on his right shoulder, and he's right-handed, but he has learned how to play pickleball left-handed. Apparently he played tennis for a number of years, and he's waiting for his doctor to give approval to get his right shoulder fixed through surgery, and he plays left-handed. So he is learning how to control his left hand with pickleball, left arm with pickleball. So here we go. Daryl is serving to Annie, and he just blasted right by Mary. As you can see, she really likes to bend her knees and get down low. You can take a look at Daryl's serve. Okay, boom. Mary's backhand, and this is Robin, Daryl's wife, over here on the right hand of the screen. And she actually took the ball in the air. She's not supposed to do that. So that's the point for Annie and Mary, again, over here on the far side. Now Annie is going to serve. Let's check out Annie's serve. I think Annie has a good serve, you know. Let's see that again. Here we can slow it down here. Let's go back. Let's go back. Here we go. Here's Annie's serve. She winds up, brings it back, bends her knees, and fires the ball. What I don't like about this move that Annie is doing is she's moving while she's hitting the ball. And I think that's very difficult. See how she moves and she hits the ball? You want to stop and then hit. That is a very difficult shot to get in. And as a result, she hits it into the net. So my suggestion to Annie here is stop, hit the ball. Don't hit the ball on the run. She is watching the ball. You can see her head here. She's watching the ball. You can see her head, and then it comes up. But her movement. And the other thing I don't like here is Annie doesn't take the paddle back far enough to really hit it. I'd like to see her get her paddle back quicker. Her paddle should be back. So when she sees that that this is coming to a forehand for her, her paddle is still on her side. Her paddle should quickly go back, waiting for the ball. You want to give yourself enough time to hit the ball. She's not giving herself enough time. Here's the ball. It's still in the air. It's almost at her. She still has her paddle down. As soon as it's starting to hit, she's now taking her paddle back as the ball is on the ground. And that just doesn't give you enough time to really prepare to hit your shot. Plus, she's moving. There's too many moving objects going here. The ball, her body, and the paddle. So when she hits it, her paddle she doesn't have enough time to take it back, so it's just back, and now she's pushing it forward. And her knees aren't bent. Her knees are straight. Her knees need to be bent. Boom, into the net. That's my take on Annie's stroke. Now we're going to go check out Mary. This is Mary's serve. Mary pauses when she serves. She pauses to really evaluate where the returner is and how she's going to where she's going to hit the ball. You know, Mary's got a nice, slow serve. You can see how below the knees it is, and how she's bending her knees, and how her body is moving forward here. Now, you know, she hit it over to the forehand. Again, look at her position. Her knees are bent. Her weight is kind of on her back foot. I would suggest that she have her body weight moving forward, but you know, that's okay. She's just actually doing a dink, a third shot drop, and kaboom, she lowers the hammer. So probably that's why her weight was on her back foot, because she was doing a third shot drop to Robin. Okay, let's check out this next point. Okay, see, she's evaluating the situation. She hits the ball to Robin's forehand. Robin there was, as you can see, she's moving forward. And again, her paddle isn't back fast enough in my mind. Her paddle should be back. When you see that it's coming to your forehand, right here, your paddle should be back. Your paddle should be back, and you should be ready. You should be ready, waiting for the ball. You're waiting for the ball. This is all wasted time. Here the ball comes. Here it comes. She's not bending her knees, and now she has a knee brace on, so she might have some problems with bending down. But again, her paddle should be back. She should be waiting for the ball, and she should not be moving. Here she's moving, and she's stepping, boom, into the net. Okay, let's watch Mary serve again. Here she's evaluating where she's going to place it. Bends her knees, watches the ball, nice follow through. Look at the paddle go up above her head. It's a high ball to Daryl's backhand, but see, look at Daryl's paddle is back. And that's because I think he plays tennis, so he's getting his paddle back very quickly. And here it comes, bounces. So he's not in a rush. He's stationary. He's not moving forward. Boom. Eyes on the ball. And he hits it at his feet. And he was moving. I mean, was moving when she hit the ball. No, actually, she wasn't. I'll take that back. She's standing still. But again, she's waiting for the ball to hit the court before she takes her paddle back. But look how far back her paddle is. And then boom, she's got some power behind it, right at Daryl's feet. So here's Mary's serve again. Oops, let's go back. Check out Mary's serve. Up high to Robin's backhand. We're having a little exchange. There's a high lob. Daryl is back, getting to his forehand. Annie is right there, hitting to Daryl. Can't say much about that. Good point for Daryl. Good hustle. Okay, side out, coming back to Robin. Robin's ready to serve the ball. Pretty standard serve. Look at Mary. Look how she just tees off on the ball. Mary's waiting for the ball. Again, she let the ball bounces, and then she puts her paddle back, and then she's just whipping it. I see a lot of wrist here. Boom. Follow through, weight going forward. In my mind, she's not giving herself enough time. But she's got skills, so she can get away with it. We're talking about beginners. And that bounce in? I don't know. Let's see. That bounced out. Okay, here's Daryl's serve. Nice, easy. Look, he bends his knees. Paddle is below his knees. He comes up, nice follow through. Paddle goes over his head. There's Annie again, moving while she hits the ball. And now that ball goes up high. And it goes out. And I don't like it that she's not bending her knees. She's moving and she's hitting the ball. Here's Daryl. Mary, again, is going to whip. She's got that nice, beautiful tennis stroke. And Annie is... What I'd say on that is try to get your body at an angle instead of hitting it flat. Here Annie is moving forward and hitting the ball. It's up high and it's out. She's moving and hitting. And she's rushing her stroke. Again, here's Daryl. Boom. And again, Mary is waiting. As soon as the ball hits the court, that's when she has her paddle all the way back. I think it's just not giving you enough time. That's a great shot. So how can you complain about a great shot? Whoops. And that was right down the middle. Confused Robin. Of course, that was Robin's shot because it was her forehand, plus it was into her court. Okay, here we are, going back to Mary. She's evaluating the situation. Where's she going to hit it? Hits to Daryl's forehand, going back to Annie. Now, Annie's paddle is back pretty far, but I don't like her weight. It's more on her back foot, is not moving forward. And look at, she's moving. She's moving. You know, she's stepping, she's moving. She's not stationary. Where's the ball go? It goes into the net. I think Annie, you have to just consciously think, don't move when you hit the ball. Eyes on the ball, get your paddle back before it bounces. And try to and to do that, just over exaggerate it at the beginning. Just over exaggerate. Again, Robin's paddle isn't back till it hits. And that goes out. Lucky break. Okay, speeding up. Let's go. I can tell you about my bad strokes over here. There's Annie. I'm over here in the black. Here, where's my pointer? Right over here in the black. But I won't do that. There's Daryl. Nice stroke down the middle to Annie. I mean to Mary. Back to Annie. And Annie's in no man's land. Annie's still in no man's land. And they just picked on her. She didn't get up to the line. She just stopped. And let's see if Annie puts her paddle in the ready position. Okay, Daryl is going to waits for the ball to hit before she gets the paddle back. She's moving. She got it back, and that's going to go out. And you can see Daryl, he was moving. Well, no, I wouldn't call that a movement on Daryl's part. It's a nice lofty serve. Yeah, see, he stopped, but he was moving. But I would say when he plants his foot and moving forward, I would say that he's not rushing it like Annie's rushing it. Okay, moving forward. Come on, Robin. Serve the ball. Robin serve the ball. Coming back to Mary. Mary's taking it on the fly. Hits it right down the middle. Coming back to Mary. Hits it down the middle again. Confusing him. And Daryl just made a great shot, which was in an angle off to the side. Here goes, and again, hits, and then her paddle is back. I think that's a pretty good position. Yeah, right at Robin's feet. I mean, you can hit it while you're moving forward, while you're on the run, but it's a very difficult shot. And if you're a beginner and you want to improve, or you're intermediate player you want to improve, I think you stop and then hit and then go, move forward. Stop, well, paddle back, stop, hit, move forward. Oh, that was a good third shot drop on Mary's part. Yeah, and Annie, I would like to see you get your paddle in the ready position, which means after you hit the ball, see, Mary has her paddle. She has her left hand on her paddle. That's the ready position. That's what you learn in tennis. When you hit the ball, hold the paddle in your left and your right hand in the ready position, right in front of you. Paddle up, because you're just going to create some problems. The angle of the paddle isn't right, and you're pushing it up, and then you just aren't ready. Robin was able to hit it right in the middle. So let's move forward. Mary serve. Here we go. She checks out the scene. It's Daryl. He didn't bend his knees or anything. That went way too high. That's a drop shot. That's a lob, and that's out. Yep. What do we got? Chasing balls, Robin serve. Look at that. Mary is down. Her knees are bent. She had the paddle in the ready position. It comes to her backhand, and she's ready. She's not trying to get the paddle in the right spot. She knows exactly where the paddle is, what the position of the paddle is at the time she hits. And she's just throwing a little dink, and it's going over to Annie, and Annie scoops it up, back to Annie, back to Daryl. That is going to go out. Back to Mary's backhand. Good. Backhand. And right at Annie's feet. That was a great shot. Great position. But, you know, I just don't think Annie was prepared for it. I mean, she's there at the line, but it was right at her foot. She didn't bend down. I think if you bend down, if you get in the habit of bending down, and maybe she just can't bend down, she could get that. She could have her paddle down at the court so she could get that ball, but it could have been going too fast. But again, that early preparation, as soon as you see that it's coming to your forehand or your backhand, bam, get your paddle there, the backhand or the forehand side, and wait for it. Wait. Give yourself time. Okay, Daryl's serve to Annie. Again. Okay, now she's got her paddle back as soon as it hits the ground. And she's moving forward. Oh, she got it in. Again, she doesn't have her paddle in her left hand. It's not in the ready position. And her knees aren't bent. Look at Mary. Mary's knees are bent. Mary's playing down low. Look at Mary's got her paddle in her left hand, right and left hand, in the ready position, waiting. And that's the end of the game. Okay, well, and that's it for me. Analyzing this video. Oh, there I am. All right. Well, you can see we're going to be having daylight here in a few minutes, or in about an hour. So I can go for a walk and get ready to play pickleball. We're playing pickleball today at 8 a.m. So I'm going to be out of here at 7:30, which means hour and a half. Thanks so much for watching. I'll see you next time.